What is up, my friends? So with Halloween approaching, I will be definitely doing a lot of different things on this channel, but also on my channel where I'll be posting original content that I make myself. So here we're going to be talking horror movies, all that, but on my other channel, I'll be making some so you can check them out. So I'll leave a link for that below. I would highly appreciate if you go subscribe right now. I have a couple of things up there right now. Not too proud of, but you can definitely check them out right now. But anyways, let's talk about the recent horror movie that I watched, which was called The Third Eye. Now this film is an Indonesian film, so I don't remember if I could find an English language you could put it on, but I think there is subtitles. For sure there is subtitles, but I always just watch movies in their original language and read the subtitles because I think the voice acting when they dub things isn't as great, and then sometimes it looks pretty stupid, so I just try to watch it in what originally it came in. But this movie was pretty interesting in the fact that I thought that the designs and stuff were pretty cool of the ghosts, but also that the ghosts were like front and center. Like, you know, in horror movies nowadays where you have these horror movies that have like ghosts and all of that and demons and apparitions, you barely see them, and it's like, I know less is more, but sometimes you do want to get like a little bit of some stuff in your face, you know what I mean? That didn't come out that right. But this movie basically deals with two sisters when one of them is looking at apparitions left and right, ghosts in their house, and then we see years later that the sister's still suffering through this, and their parents have died now, and they have inherited the house. Now, the older sister, she can't see anything. She is like, what are you even looking at? Are you sure everything's okay up in your head? And the younger sister's like, yeah, let's go to an expert and you'll see what I'm talking about. So they do that, and then that expert's like, okay, I'm gonna open the older sister's third eye now. And then she does, and she starts seeing all these ghosts and whatnot. So now the younger sister, the older sister, and the older sister's boyfriend are trying to find out why these ghosts are in their house and why do they keep bothering them. Now, there's a couple of times when the ghosts really got to me when they showed up because they came out of nowhere, and some of them look pretty terrifying, and they could even have a movie on their own. But once we get to know the deeper, darker secret of why the ghosts in their particular house are lingering, it gets even more of the horror sadness part of it. And I think that's a good thing that horror needs to have, is it needs to be tragic at the end of the day. And we learned that the ghosts in their house were actually killed by an intruder who was trying to rob them, and they had to help these ghosts cross to the next path. Now, during this process, however, the younger sister, she gets trapped as well with the other ghosts, and now it's up to the older sister to go and find her, but she can't do this unless she has a ghost guide her as well. And now she's thinking, like, where the hell am I going to find a ghost to guide me? And the medium's like, have you not seen it? Your third eye has always been open, but it's been partially open, so it's like halfway there. And if you haven't seen it already, your boyfriend is actually a ghost. And then we go back into the beginning of the movie where we see that, yeah, in fact, this guy is a ghost. No one ever sees him. Only the sister and the younger sister do, and the medium. And it was like something I saw coming because the guy keeps hinting at it throughout the movie, asking the medium different questions about ghosts, if they can see other ghosts and all that. And I kind of knew like 20 minutes before. I'm not sure if everybody else will know, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people will pick up on that. But I still thought that it was a pretty clever way to twist it. And so he goes, he helps her, and they retrieve the sister, and now they're going to be like Sam and Dean Winchester going after ghosts and finding out how they can help them. And that's the end of the movie. Basically, I thought the movie was pretty interesting. I think this movie takes a lot of inspiration from a lot of stuff. One of them in particular is Insidious. No doubt about that. This movie is pretty heavily inspired by Insidious. Maybe Insidious is inspired by something else that this movie was inspired by, but in my case, from what I know, it looks like a lot, and it sounds a lot like Insidious. Not a bad thing, not hating on it. I thought the movie was actually terrifying. It's pretty good. It's definitely worth a stream because it's on Netflix, and I highly recommend it, especially for Halloween season. But as I said, in the end, we find out that the two sisters actually have their third eye open, just the older sister has it partially open, and that's why she can't tell that her boyfriend was actually a ghost this whole time. And at the end, the boyfriend is the one that saves the little sister, but he has to stay in that world after he has already completed what he needs to get done, because ghosts can't move on unless they complete what they need to get done. And for him, it was seeing his dad one more time. But anyways, as I said, the movie's pretty good. I highly recommend checking it out on Netflix. It was on trending. It was on like featured, it was on Popular, and I was just like, I'm gonna check this movie out. It looks pretty cool. And yeah, in the end, it was pretty cool. But anyways, let me know your thoughts if you already saw Third Eye. Do you like it? Do you not? Any other recommendations for Halloween movies I should do any explains on or anything like that? I'll definitely be doing a lot of them. I'm planning to do 30 plus, so we'll see what happens with that. And as I said on my other channel, I'll be doing more original content as well on there, and some little skits and shorts, and definitely trying to get that channel up to 100 subscribers by the end of the month. Let's do that shit. But anyways, as always, if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Tonight we got American Horror Story. I'm super pumped for that. Last week we got The Witches back, so I'm pretty excited to see what comes next. And I'll have a video for you. As I said, I'll be doing it every third episode for American Horror Story, and any other episode for any other show, unless like something drastic happens. I'll do that episode, but for now I think I'll do a recap and see where we're at and see where we're going, so something like that along the lines. But anyways, as always, if you haven't already subscribed, as I said, subscribe. I'll be watching Venom tonight, so Ending Explained will be coming to you tomorrow. Post-credit scene explanation as well. I already talked about what leaks supposedly, but we'll definitely find out tonight if those end credits are true or not. And is Venom going to be that bad as they say? That's a big question that I have for myself. But anyways, as I said, I'll see you next time. Stay positive.